Welcome to my next video on invoice verification. In my previous video, we had learnt about the overview of invoice verification in the background, which is part number 1 of automated processes in invoice verification. Now we will go to the section B, where we will do one exercise on invoice verification in the background with manual processing of incorrect invoices. In my previous video, I had explained you that invoice verification in the background involves 3 steps. What are those 3 steps? I had explained all the details of this one, but I am just telling you about these 3 steps. Step number 1: save the input data as an invoice document in MIRA transaction code. Step number 2: run the background verification program in SC38. Step number 3: display the list of invoices posted correctly and not posted with errors in MIR6 transaction code. Then, whichever invoices are not posted and having errors, we have to do the manual processing of invoices verified as incorrect. So, these are the 3 main steps of invoice verification in the background. So, let us go to our exercise here. This is our invoice exercise here. What we have to do now for invoice verification in the background. There are 3 purchase orders here. First PO 4500018048. GR is done for full PO quantity and vendor has invoiced for invoice at PO price. That means it is correct. The price is correct. Second PO, GR is done for full PO quantity and vendor has invoiced at a higher price. Third PO, GR is done for partial PO quantity and vendor has invoiced for full PO quantity. Now what we will do? We will do the invoice verification of these 3 purchase orders in the background and see what happens. So as I just now told you, there are 3 steps. In the step number 1, we have to that is plan the invoices for verification in the background. So here you receive several invoices that should match your purchase order data and goods receipt data. Since invoice verification in the background will save you time later, use invoice verification in the background. Schedule the following 3 invoices for verification in the background. For each invoice, enter the relevant basic data and the purchase order number and make a note of the document number. This is the first purchase order. Okay, 4500018048. This is the material number, quantity 10 pieces, and amount is 1000 rupees. 10 into 100. Each piece the amount is 100 rupees. Tax amount is 10% of 1000, which is 100 rupees. Invoice amount is 1000 plus 100, 1100 rupees. So let us see this PO 4500018048. This is the purchase order. So the tax code is S2, and which is 10% input tax. And if you see the purchase order history, GR is done for full PO quantity of 10 pieces and the price is 100 rupees per piece. Second PO 4500018049. So this is the material number. So quantity is 10 pieces. So the total amount is 1000 rupees as per the PO 49. Here we can see here 10 into 100, 1000 rupees. And the PO history, GR is done for full PO quantity of 10 pieces. And here vendor has invoiced at a higher price of 1050 rupees. That is 50 rupees higher than the PO price. And the tax amount is 10% of 1050 is 105 rupees. And invoice amount is 1050 plus 5 rupees, which is 1050 plus 105, which is 1155 rupees. Next, third PO 4500018050. This is the material number. Quantity is 10 pieces. Same, that is the amount is 1000 rupees. 10 into 100. Tax amount is 10%, 100 rupees. And invoice amount is 1000 plus 100, 1100 rupees. Now let us see the status of this PO. 45000180 18059. 18059. Yeah, here. 18050. Sorry, 18050. 18050. Yeah. 4500180050. So here if you see the PO here, this is also GR is done. GR is done only for 5 pieces instead of the total PO quantity of 10 pieces. 10 pieces. So it is only partial GR is done for this PO, last PO, third PO. But vendor has invoiced for the full PO quantity of 10 pieces. Okay, now what we will do? We will go to this MIRA transaction code and enter the invoice for invoice verification in the background. We will plan the invoices for verification in the background. So you have to make sure that we have selected invoice as the transaction and select goods service items without planned delivery costs. Okay, so we will go to SAP system here. So this is the MIRA transaction code. So the path is logistics, materials management, logistics invoice verification, document entry, MIRA transaction code. So this is the path here. Okay, MIRA. So here go to MIRA transaction code and here enter the data for the first invoice. So document date, today's date, reference 18048, amount is 1100, total invoice amount, tax amount is 100 and PO number, reference PO number, and select goods service items, select schedule background verification. Okay, then a message will appear showing the invoice document number. Just note down that invoice document. So here put today's date, today is 11th September, and the reference number 18048, last 5 digits of the purchase order number, select the tax code S2. I had already shown you the tax code here. For all this, the tax code, you can see the tax code always in invoice tab page S2, which is 10% input tax. And then select here purchase order scheduling agreement. Here select only goods service items without delivery cost here. Put the purchase order number 18048 45000 line item number 10. Enter. So the vendor details will come here. Then we have to put the total amount. Total amount is 1100 and tax amount is 100. Okay, this is the amount for which the vendor has invoice for this PO, 1100. Now what you do? Click this one, schedule background verification. Just click here. System will display one invoice number. This is only a invoice document number which is set for background verification. This is not at posted. What is the invoice document number? 510-560-9861. Just note down this number, 9861 and year 2020. Okay. So next we will go to the second invoice. We will set the second invoice for verification in the background. So second invoice, today's date, the number is reference number 18049. Select the tax code S2 and here purchase order scheduling agreement, goods and service items, and here put the amount. What is the amount for the second invoice? Is 1155. Tax amount is 105 because for the second invoice he has invoice at a 50 rupees higher than the PO price, which I have already shown you there. 1155 and tax amount is 105, and here put the purchase order number 45000180049, line item number 10. The vendor details will come here, and now schedule this one for background verification. Click schedule background verification. System will display one invoice document number 510-560-9862. Just note on this one for the second invoice, 9862. Okay, so that is done. Second invoice is set for background verification. Now we will set the third invoice. So third invoice, this is for PO 45000-18050. Put today's date. Here reference number 18050 and tax code S2 and amount is 1100 and tax amount is 100 because for this purchase order GR is done for partial quantity of 5 pieces, but PO is for 10 pieces. Okay, but vendor has invoice for full PO quantity of 10 pieces at 100 rupees per piece. So what we will do, we will put as per the vendor's invoice 1100 and here tax amount is 100, and put the PO number 4500018050, and the line item is 10. Enter. Now schedule this also for background verification. Click this one. Okay, this invoice document number is displayed 510-560-9863. Just note down this one, 9863, and year 2020 saved. That is done. So we have set the 3 invoices for verification in the background. Now second question here, display the documents entered in the invoice overview transaction. Has an invoice already been posted? We have to go to MIRA6 transaction. This is the part, logistics materials management, logistics invoice verification, further processing, invoice overview, MIRA6. Put your user ID and invoicing party 500070, and here in the entry type select background, and in the invoice status area select all 4 options and click execute. Now we will go to this transaction MIRA6. So go to MIRA6. This is here. Logistics materials management, logistics invoice verification, document entry, further processing, MIRA6, invoice overview. So here let the fiscal year be there. Enter user ID is very important, and invoicing party 500070, and company code also we can put. In the entry type select background, which is already selected, and in invoice status select all the 4 options including post date, which are invoices are posted. Just click here. We can see here system has displayed the 3 invoices, okay, which just now we have set for background verification 510, 560, 9861, 9862, and 9863. See here 9861. This is for this first purchase order 45000188048. Then for the second PO 510, 560, 9862. Third PO 510, 560, 9863. These 3 are set for background verification, and here we can see that is the status is just blank because these invoices are not yet posted. They are only scheduled for background verification. That's all. We have not yet run the background verification program. Okay, that means the status is blank 661, 62, 63. Okay, so okay, now system displays a list of invoices. No invoice has been posted yet. If invoice is posted, its status will be green because the invoice has not yet run. That is, we have not yet run the background verification program. Okay, even we can check in the PO history that no invoice is posted. For example, any of these purchase orders. Okay, I will just click display change here, and go to item detail and go to the PO history. We can see invoice is not yet posted. Only GR is done. Okay, that is it. Only invoices are set for background verification for all the 3 POs. Now we will go to step number 2. We will do the background verification. We will run the background verification program. Now, how to run the background verification program? We can either go from system services reporting and put this program RMBA-BG00. This is the program name which is used to do the invoice verification in the background. Or we can go to SA38 and input this program RMBA-BG00 and input your company code, vendor, and execute. Okay, now we will go to this invoice verification in the background. What I will do, I will go back. So here I will go to SA38, or we can go system services reporting. So here also the same thing. If you go to the SA38 directly, there also same thing. Okay, I will put this program name RMBA-BG00. Put this program and execute. Here, in this screen you have to input the company code, vendor, and execute. Okay, company code is 1111. So vendor is 500070. Just verify the vendor here. It is 500070 for all the three. It is same vendor. Okay, so put your user ID if you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, so execute. Now the system is running the background verification. It will take some maybe 10-20 seconds. And once the background verification program run is complete, then it will display the number of invoices verified as correct and number of invoices which are verified as incorrect. Still it is doing the uh, background verification. If there are more invoices set for background verification, then this program run it may take more time. But here I have used only 3 invoices just to reduce the time of background verification. Yeah, now it has displayed the result. What is the result of this background verification? First invoice 510-560-9861, it is verified as correct. First invoice. Second invoice 510-560-9862, it is verified as incorrect. Third invoice 510-560-9863 is also verified as incorrect. Because as we had seen here for the first purchase order number, here it is the GR is done for the full PO quantity and invoice price is also same as per the PO. There is no variance. Hence, that is the invoice for this purchase order number is posted as correct. For the second PO, vendor had invoice at a higher price because the price is the price invoiced by the vendor is different from the PO price. This invoice is also verified as incorrect, higher price. Third PO, we have seen GR is done only for partial quantity. GR is done only for the 5 pieces out of the 10 pieces. But vendor has invoice for the full PO quantity. Hence, the invoice for this purchase order also is verified as incorrect. Okay, now what we will do? So here we can see this. Just I will note down this invoice documents numbers. 5609861 is verified as correct. 9861 verified as correct. 62 verified as incorrect. 63 also verified as incorrect. So verified invoices are 3. Invoices posted correctly is 1. Only 1 invoice is posted. And the 2 invoices are not posted. They are only verified as incorrect. Now display the documents entered on the invoice overview transaction again. What has changed? Do any of the invoices contain errors? Which ones? Why? So which is the invoice overview transaction? MIR6. Okay, I have already shown you that one. This is the invoice overview. Here, MIR6. We will go to MIR6 now. So now I will open one more screen here. So MIR6. So that is in logistics, materials management, logistics, invoice verification, further processing, MIR6 invoice overview. Go here, input your test data here. So fiscal year, processor or user, SAP user, and this is our invoicing party or vendor 500070, company code 1111. So here, what we need to do, select background in entry type here, in the entry type, and in invoice status, select all the 4, including posted. Okay, here background invoice status area, select all 4 options, click execute. The system displays the list of the invoices. Okay, now click execute. See, system has displayed the list of the invoices. So what is the first invoice number? This one, 510-560-9861. This is posted. Okay, this one, 510-560-9861. This is green and hence posted. Next invoice is 9862 is red and hence not posted. 510-560-9863 is also red and hence not posted. So out of the 3 invoices, only the first invoice is posted. So why this is green? Why? Because here the GR is done for the full PO quantity and also vendor has invoice at the PO price. So there is no variance in the price. That is why it is posted correctly. Second invoice 510-560-9862. Here we had seen vendor has invoice at a higher price of 50 rupees than the PO price. Hence, this is also not posted. Third invoice, here the GR is done only for the half of the PO quantity or partial PO quantity. That is, hence here also invoice is not posted. Okay, vendor has invoice for the third invoice. Vendor had invoice for a full PO quantity, but GR is done only for the partial PO quantity. That is the reason this is also not posted. Okay, so that is I have explained that one. Now step number 3, manual processing of incorrect invoices. Process the incorrect invoices manually. You would like to correct the second invoice. In the invoice overview transaction, display the message log for the item. Why did the system not post the second invoice? So what I will do here for the second invoice, you can go to the message log here. This is the message log. Click the message log. You can see balance not zero, 50, debit 1105, credits 1155. So there is a difference of 50 rupees in the balance field because balance is not zero. Because why? Because the vendor has invoiced at a higher price. Okay, just close this. So next, what we will do? Accept the difference amount manually. Process the second invoice. Second invoice. What is the second invoice number? 510-560-98-62. Okay. Well, here, what is our requirement here? We have to accept the difference here. That is, the management has accepted the difference and they want to post this invoice in spite of the difference in the amount invoice by the vendor, which is 50 rupees higher than the PO. So now what we need to do, we have to click the change invoice and then here, this one, click change invoice, change here. So here we can see the balance is not zero because 50 rupees is difference. So now what we will do, management has decided to accept the difference and post it. So what we need to do, we need to go from menu bar, edit, accept and post. Okay, now invoice will be posted. Here, edit, accept and post. Accept the difference and post. Because this is our management's decision. It is posting the invoice. This is manually. Once the invoice is posted manually, we will get the invoice, that is the message here. Yeah, it is posted, right? Document number 510-560-9862. It is posted correctly. Okay, now we can see the status is green here. Earlier it was red. Now the status has changed to green because we have manually posted this invoice in spite of the difference in amount invoiced by the vendor. Next, why did the system not post the third invoice? Go to the purchase order and display the PO history. Compare the goods receipt quantities for the items with the quantities that the vendor wants to settle in the invoice. Would it make sense to schedule the invoice for background verification again? So here, go to the PO and PO history. What is the purchase order number here for this one? 4500. This is the one, last PO, right? Third invoice. 18050. 18050. If you see the PO history, we already seen that one. So GR is done for 5 pieces only, but PO is for 10 pieces. So now, what he is saying, would it make sense to schedule the invoice for background verification again? So for the third invoice, click change invoice to go to the invoice. To go to the PO, double click on the PO number in the item list. In the item detail of the purchase order, choose the PO history. Already we have seen this PO history just now. The vendor has invoiced for full PO quantity of 10 pieces for the item 10, although a GR has been posted for only 5 pieces. Since it is possible that the outstanding goods received for 5 pieces will be posted before the settlement program runs again, we can let the R3 system verify the invoice in the background again. Choose back to return to the invoice document and click schedule background verification. For example, here what he is saying is, okay, for this one, click change here. So here what has happened is, that is, if we see here, we can see here, right? So because see, the quantity is showing as only 5 and the amount is 500. Why? Because GR is done only for 5 pieces here. This is right. So this this we can see in the change mode here from the MIRA transaction code here. So vendor has invoiced for the full PO quantity, even though he had delivered only half of the PO quantity. So now what we can do, that is anyhow we know that vendor is going to deliver the remaining quantity of 5 pieces, maybe tomorrow or something. So in that case, what we can do, we can set it for background verification again. So here, go no, click no, and here we are in this screen. Now here click this one, schedule background verification. Here click here, schedule, okay, background. Invoice document 510-560-9863 saved. That means I have scheduled it for background verification again. That means let us say tomorrow in the night, this background verification program will run again. And suppose tomorrow before evening, okay, and maybe tomorrow if the vendor delivers the remaining quantity of 5 pieces, then and GR is completed for all the PO quantity 5 plus 5 10 pieces, then if we run this background verification program again in tomorrow night, then system will post this invoice successfully and the status will be green. Until then the status is red. Okay, so this is exercise on posting invoice for invoice verification in the background. So here what we have learnt, once we run the background verification program and go to MIR6 and see the list of invoices which are posted correctly and which are not posted with errors. There, what we can do, if we have any errors which we can correct manually, we can go to the change mode and correct it, and then we can post it. Or else we can set it for background verification again in the next background run. Maybe that is tomorrow or some other time. So this is how to do the invoice verification in the background, and also manual processing of incorrect invoices. Thank you for watching my video. Please give me your valuable likes, comments, and please subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss any of my videos on upcoming videos on several scenarios on MM. Thanks for your time. See you in my next video.